Welcome, welcome, welcome. How to scale your real estate business and gain your time back. So as a real estate agent, we know that we are entrepreneurs, we're business owners, and time, if we're being honest, is the most scarce, even more than money, thing that we can do for our business. So you might be trying to launch a new initiative. You might be trying to find that perfect home for 10 people at a time, or are trying to sell 20 homes at a time. Time is not on our side. So what we're going to look at today is how to actually build leverage. We're going to look at what to do in order to get some additional time back, along with what we should be outsourcing in our real estate business so we can scale to the type of business that we want. So let's get right into it right now. All right, so as you're coming in, a like is going to go a long way. It's going to really help us get this information into the right hands, the individuals that need to have it today. Number one, we need to start with getting leverage this very second. So we need to get leverage right now. One of the best ways to do that is to see where our time is going, right? So if we don't know where we're spending our time right now, we are missing it. So oftentimes we may have all the best intentions to prospect, to negotiate, to do this, do that, or what have you, but we quickly find ourselves at 7 p.m. at night trying to figure out where did our time go. So that is something that you absolutely need to do. Get an eye-opening experience, audit your time, track the 15 minutes throughout your day for 1 week. So go from Sunday to Sunday. So see where your Monday time is going, see what your Tuesday time is going. A lot of individuals, whenever you're auditing your time, will tell you do this for a month, do this for beyond. Yeah, that would be fantastic, but oftentimes there's just burnout with that. So at bare minimum, get something going. Understand where your energy, where your time is going in 1 week. So just take one of these, well, maybe not as big, so have a smaller notepad, and every 15 minutes write down, where did my time go? Right now there are apps. There's used to be one that I actually liked, but there are apps that you can log in. It will send you a reminder, hey, log in, clock in, what's going on, what happened. So these are productivity tools that can help you, but don't overcomplicate it, right? So anything that's going to keep you from taking action, that's already a huge disadvantage. That's not how we build scale. That's not how we leverage. So number one, go ahead and just get a piece of paper. Doesn't need to be super fancy, doesn't need to be super perfect. It just needs to get done, right? So here, start building some time, start building some leverage by knowing where your time is actually going. Now, what you're going to notice is, hey, where's your time going? Is it going to repetitive tasks? Is there a lot of dead periods? Are you prospecting? This is going to be eye-opening, right? So this is one of my favorite things from a sermon that I heard years and years ago. Was about priorities. And when it came to priorities, what the priest said was, wherever your money is going, so look at your bank account, that's where your true priorities are. So if you feel that you are contributing, you feel that you're giving back, you feel that you're doing X, Y, and Z, well, look at your bank account and see if that's a reality, right? So wherever you're investing your hard-earned money, that's probably where your priorities are. Same thing here. This is going to be eye-opening for you as you go through and time audit what it looks like. All right, so step number 2, we got to pick one thing. There's going to be several things that you're going to notice. There are going to be several tasks that you are doing that you identify right there. And just focus on one thing and decide, am I going to need to stop doing that? Do I need to do it better? Or do I need to do more of it, right? So what do I need to do with this one thing? So if you are looking at, if you notice that there's a task that you send out a welcome email with each one of your new leads as an example. Well, how much time is that taking? Do you need to stop sending that welcome email, or do you need to do it better or have somebody else do that for you, right? So do more of it, or essentially just stop doing it. That's essentially the decision that you have to make at that point. Third thing to focus on, let's see here. Third thing to focus on is, can I build leverage through technology or through people? So whatever it is that one thing that you're deciding to work on, again, going back to an example of that email that you're sending out every time a new lead comes through, can technology automate that for you? Or can you hire somebody or leverage somebody already in your real estate team or in your back office that can take that on for you, right? So is there, as another example is, say if you're prospecting and one of your things is getting phone numbers. Well, are you the one that's manually scrubbing or looking for the phone numbers associated to these properties? Or is there a way for somebody, whether through technology or through people, to give you that information so you're not spending 20 minutes researching a phone and then making that call, right? So this is how you start leveraging, start building some time back or buying some time back. Plant, then harvest. Invest 30 minutes researching one piece of tech or one person you could leverage. Here's the thing. Once you go through this exercise, you can't unsee it. Once you go through the exercise of what you've been doing in the last several days, at 15-minute increments, there is going to get this sense of overwhelm. You're going to feel, man, I could do so much more. You're going to get so much of that. I fall myself guilty into that quite a bit of thinking, I could have done better. I could have done more. I'd like to fix this. I'd like to do that. I see this other agent doing that. I see this other individual with so much time on their hands. Well, they didn't start there. They started somewhere. So if you're looking to build some additional leverage, don't try to buy it all back at one time. Don't try to improve your skill set all at once, because that's going to be a really good way to get burned out and probably just not see the results, because there's a lot of frustration there. Spend 30 minutes, no more, researching either a piece of tech or building out some SOPs to hire somebody that can help you with leverage, right? So invest those 30 minutes as opposed to just dwell on, I wish it was better, it could have been better, getting a bit resentful and just, we'll just say resentful, right? So plant and then harvest, right? So you don't have to plant the entire row all at once. Start planting. Just spend 30 minutes planting, right? So at some point in time, you've planted the entire field, right? So you don't have to do it all at once. Just take it one 30-minute increment at a time. Implement and document. Now, once again, if you implement technology into what you're doing, if you introduce email autoresponders as an example, well, implement it and document how it's done. So record a video. So one of the best things that you can do, best investment for your business, is either Zoom, so you can screen share and record what's happening, or Loom. I personally, we have both, but I personally prefer Loom, L-O-M, which is a way for me to quickly take a screen grab, take a screen share, and record what's happening on the screen right there, right? So whenever I implement a new technology here, whenever I introduce a new technology for our team, we have about a team of 30 internal team members here, that staffers that help us with our operations. Whenever we bring on a new piece of tech, I go through and I do a Loom video explaining how to use it, how it works, and all that fun stuff. So as an example, let's just say you integrated a email autoresponder, will show people how to actually upload people or your leads into your CRM and how you want them categorized. And then take it one step further. If you're sending out emails consistently, well, where to go to get the templates, how to create templates, and send them off as well. Now, here's the cheat code. This is where a lot of entrepreneurs get it wrong. So you as a real estate agent, maybe you introduced Aweber. That's the email software that we use here. Maybe you introduced that into your business, but don't have time to learn it yourself. The cheat code is build leverage by going to either Aweber directly or going to YouTube and finding the resources that they provide, right? So there's thousands of videos on Aweber. I think I even have several videos on Aweber on this channel where I'm explaining how to use Aweber in an automated way. So you yourself don't have to do the training. You don't even have to learn the software if you don't want. You can ask your team members or your staff to go onto YouTube and look up these SOPs or videos on how to do things so they can learn it. Same thing with people. So whenever it comes with people, as you're going to delegate it and document the workflow. Once again, if you already know how to do, let's say, a transaction, document how you do a transaction. Document how you fill out contracts. Document how you're sending contracts. Document your process. So that next agent that you hire onto your real estate team, that ISA that you hire into your team, now they're fully trained, or they see how you've done things. And that just scales over and over again. And here again, the super weapon, the super hack here is, if you are not all that familiar on how to do real estate altogether, well, you can go onto YouTube. There's plenty of videos that show people how to do that. So delegate in that respect. So having somebody else that's already created the path on YouTube share those videos, or instruct your new your team member, your ISA, to go and find these videos and start understanding how to do the work that you're asking them to do. There's so many resources at your disposal. You just have to be that chef and know how to curate, how to pick the right ingredients and mix the right ingredients so you have the outcome that you're looking for. It's very, very straightforward. Now, as we start building leverage, as we start growing our real estate business, of course, this is how we're buying our time back and how we're laying the road behind us so others can start running. So while it takes us time yet to lay down the road, behind us, somebody is going to go so much faster because the path has already been set. Let's talk about the roles to leverage. So there's several different roles that we can take here. Number one is the ISA. So these are inside sales agents that make calls, that nurture leads, that will free you from doing the constant chasing, that will free you from going out there and continuing to call, continuing to email, continuing to text. The individuals that have been a little bit challenging to get a hold of, your ISAs are designed and are here to help you, right? So this is something that is easily introduced into your business. Transaction coordinators, once you get a contract, well, set it and forget it. Have somebody else come into your business that knows how to do the back end, that knows how to handle all of the admin work, so you don't have to figure out how to send something that is, oh, here we go. Is this freezing on y'all? That knows how things are working that knows how to handle contracts, the amendments, deadlines, so you can focus on your clients. That way, the paperwork is all taken care of. You don't have to figure out how to send something off for signature through Authentisign, through DocuSign, or through whatever system that you happen to use. Virtual assistants. So your virtual assistants, this is a super weapon. Once again, you have other individuals that are remote, that are highly skilled, that know how to use social media correctly, that know how to manage your database. This is a very cost-effective way to grow your real estate business. So you don't have to spend $20 an hour for somebody that is maybe not as skilled here locally, that is not as, let's just say they just may not have the experience, may not have the work ethic to actually help you grow your business. So if you use virtual assistants, oftentimes overseas, many of our people that we hire here internally are from overseas, that are helping execute on our strategies daily. So this is something that you can absolutely do to build some leverage in your real estate business. Showing agents, this has become my favorite. I once thought that I had to go and show a home every single day, that I had to go and show 10 homes every single day. That is not the case. Now I can bring on 10 buyers at once, and it is nothing. It is absolutely so easy to work with those individuals, so those buyers all at once. Where in the past, working with 10 people that are actively wanting to go see homes, that was a challenge. That was borderline impossible. Again, at once, right? So if you have 10 active people that are going out and seeing a home every single day, that is a challenge. So with showing services like Shoami as an example, that's our go-to here, we just pay per door. Is basically the Uber of showing. So I am still the point of contact. I am still the individual that does the negotiation, that does the relationship building, and ensures that we get contracts accepted. So once a contract gets accepted, then the documentation, everything else gets taken over by our transaction coordinator. But prior to that, from the showing agent's perspective, if one of my buyers wants to go see 20 homes on that weekend, I don't have to show 20 homes. I can, and by I mean our team, will go and set up the appointments. So once one of our buyers wants to go see a home in, let's say, Denton, then one of our team members will schedule for a showing agent through Shoami to go and show that home in Denton for our buyer, right? So it is so it's a cheat code. If you're looking to do things, doing real estate from a remote perspective, I know several of you have licenses in multiple states. This is the way to actually run your business. This is a way to actually grow your business, because everything can be outsourced. even the negotiations if you want. But still, again, that's your core competency. That's something I wouldn't necessarily delever myself from. If you're looking to get to 100 transactions, 200, 300 transactions and beyond as an agent or a small team of agents, this is the way that you're building leverage. You are building leverage through ISAs, through transaction coordinators, general virtual assistants, and showing assistants. As you build this team together, you're going to be able to exponentially grow your production very systematically. Alrighty, crew. Well, that is all we had for today. If you have any questions, here we go. Questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to drop them down in the chat. Outside of that, if you found value in this, if you can help me out with a like, that would be huge. And sharing this with somebody that needs to hear this today. Talk to you soon.